remember everything except for the sound. I don't know why. But the rest, I remember the dust.
All our prototypes were gone.
The whole office and the studio was shattered.
Even the tiles
so
were like, they don't exist anymore.
after the explosion, you start to ask questions. Why me? Why the others died and why us, we were alive?
What was the message? Why? And
What's next?
So I'm Stephanie Sayar.
And I'm Charbel Garibeh.
And we're from Sayar Garibeh studio.
We really like simple and positive and humble ideas.
The main thing for us is to give personalities to the object. I don't know if it's a word, but we humanify this object. Is there a word called humanify?
You can create this word anyway.
Yeah.
We get bored easily. So we are more explorer in the field of design. And each phase is like defined by a certain material or a certain exploration.
The first era, I can describe it from 2006 to 2015.
What do we call this era?
The simple life. That's it. It was so simple.
Yeah. During the university years, we have discovered really this magic between us.
We got married in 2014 and we opened the studio in 2014. So it was like both of them at the same time running parallel. Our second era from 2016 till 2020.
Those were years that where
exploration years.
We started exploring new materials, traveling, and we have opened our first really big workshop where we have different disciplines. It was in Beirut, where Evan also visited us and saw the workshop, and we were really starting to have a proper space for us to...
We started to invest more in ourselves.
Until the...
Until the explosion. It's like we did all of this. It's been like 5 years, 4 years since we're working, and then nothing.
The recovery for her took us about a year and a half.
The whole collection, Broomlithic collection, these were the first sketches after the explosion. The weirdest part that you think you're gonna draw something very different, because we were angry and we were sad, but deep down we were only looking for escape, and we were only looking for just peace and serenity. The broom part was the cleansing part, because
it was the main ingredient during the explosion, because you have to really wipe
everything.
Referring to the stone, that's why we call the collection Broomlithic. So broom stands for the broom, and the lithic stands for the Lithic period, where human really started discovering the stone, carving them, and make them functional pieces and furniture. The stone is ethically excavated. We get the block, and then
there's a whole team behind. Not we. We have 10 or 9 artisans carving behind it.
The first step is to really cut the silhouette from the block, and then start removing excess until you reach like a really
basic
shape. And from this you start carving.
And softening.
And soft.
And at the end, even a very solid, rigid material can turn out to be a marshmallow at the end.
The final process is the bush hammering technique. So whenever you put your hand on it, you feel it's soft, at the same time it's rough.
All the objects reflects serenity, reflects peace, reflects softness, happiness.
Yeah.
In design, we always look to create something new, but sometimes the new is to go back to basic. We took an everyday material and an everyday object, and we created something totally new.